Hello CareSouth and others. I'm Randy Carlisle, the Chief Quality Officer here at CareSouth, and today I wanted to share a video with you to tell you a little bit about how we're doing the Moby units. They're being deployed out in our 5 counties. Right now today we're in Bishopville, South Carolina. We're about a block off of Main Street here at the Methodist Church, and we're actually doing an event. Moby events are typically from 9 to 1, and of course we test as many folks as we can. A good testing number for a Moby event is anywhere from 60 to 80 people. When we have an event scheduled, what we like to do is try to get paperwork out to the church and to the people so they can have their registration forms filled out prior to us arriving, which makes the visit faster. And so again, Mobies are right now being primarily used for COVID-19 testing, and as the coronavirus pandemic slows down and ends, we'll be using Mobies for other events like well child visits. We'll be going into areas to do diabetic testing, to check up on patients who have not been in the site for a while, and hopefully to close some gaps for those patients. And so if you kind of look behind me, you see a typical setup for the Moby. We have the truck actually out with the canopy. We've got some staff on the truck that we're going to visit here in just a second. And then of course we've got a pop-up tent here with registration. And of course we have staff here. This is FSS2 staff that are actually going to help with do the running to the cars and also to take care of the registration and the other paperwork. And you'll see a laptop there, so they're keying this paperwork right into GE. And next week we're going to have providers that will be seeing our patients on the Moby trucks, and so that's exciting and we're looking forward to that. Some of the roads providers will be coming out with us at our events, and just to refresh, we'll have 5 of these trucks. We'll have 1 in each county, and they'll be going starting next week after Labor Day. They'll be going to a different county each day of the week and providing Moby events from 9 to 1. And so we have a calendar that's posted. It'll be posted on Basecamp, be posted on Power DMS. We also plan to email it out, and it'll be shared by our marketing department on Facebook. So you can certainly share it to folks, family, friends, let them know about these events that are going on. This morning they've been in Bishopville here since 9, and they've done 22 tests. And so hopefully while we're videoing today with you, we may have another patient or 2 to come up, and we'll go through the process. Before we get on the Moby, I just wanted to give you a quick tour around the outside, show you some of the features of the vehicle and how it's designed to optimize testing. So let's come over here and we'll show you the back first. On the back of the truck is where we keep our biohazard waste. We'll also have a countertop there that's used for work by the lab. Got a couple storage areas for different pieces of equipment. We also take our table and of course have room to put it back here when it's being in transport to other areas. Probably one of the nicest features about the Moby is the side testing. And so as you can see here, we have a window on the side of the truck. And so what happens is this window is down for transport, and then when we get to the event and get set up, we simply open this up, and of course the phlebotomist can sit inside the vehicle and do the testing. And of course we have a step here, so I'm going to step up and actually be able to be tested in the unit. And so of course it makes it easier for patients to walk up. If you look up, you'll see there's a canopy that we extend, allows for good shade, a little bit cooler when you're standing so you don't have to be in the direct sunlight. Let's walk around here. We'll get on the Moby and talk a little bit about that. Put on a mask because I'm going to be around some staff here. When you first look in, you'll notice we have a fridge and a freezer unit. These are AccuID. These are VAFAC approved fridge and refrigerators, so we can actually transport at some point. We'll be able to transport vaccines and other refrigerated items. Right now in the freezer, we actually have the COVID samples. Once they're collected, they need to be frozen or kept cold before we take them to DHEC. They'll be processed, so that's what we're using this for. We come on up in the truck. This is of course the driver's and passenger area of the truck, and obviously in here we have a driver each day that will drive it. We'll also have a curtain if we have to slide. One of the nice features about the Moby is this seat here actually will spin around, and we have a working area that we can use for more workspace, countertop space should we need it. Then, as you look down on the Moby, we have all these cabinets with various supplies, various space. We also have cabinets in the side, underneath. Moby also has a sink on board for hand washing. We also have hand sanitizer stations that are posted there. As far as staff that can ride on the Moby, we have a third seat option here that's a jump seat. So actually 3 staff can ride the Moby and actually be on board to be able to ride and transport, so we don't have staff to actually have to drive. And if you come back here, you'll see our staff. This is Gabrielle and Whitney who are working on the Moby today. And so you kind of see the work areas that we have. And so as you turn over to the left there where the window is, this is where the patients walk up and actually get the test processed. And so of course, they will actually ask the patient their name and date of birth. They'll collect the sample. It's labeled up right here. And then of course the COVID samples are put in the freezer for processing on the DHEC. Another nice feature about the Moby is it has air conditioning, so of course right now it's extremely hot outside. And also we have the air running from the front of the truck, and then once you get on and close this door, it gets really nice and comfortable in here for staff to be able to work with their PPE on. And so it's an excellent tool in our deployment of taking care of COVID-19 patients, and obviously of course we're using it to its advantage right now in testing patients in the community. So what's happening here now is the patient has gotten out of his vehicle and he's going to walk over to the truck and get tested. So you'll see that now. He's going to step up on that step.
Tilt your head back and say, stick your tongue out for I need your tongue out all the way out. Thank you.
Okay. What you'll see here is they're processing the sample. They've labeled it, assessed the 2 patient identifiers. Questions have been asked for screening to make sure that he didn't answer yes to any of those questions, which he didn't. And then the specimen will be processed and put in that fridge. And then this afternoon when the Moby event is finished, on the way back to Society Hill, they'll drop these samples off at a DHEC office, probably in Darlington County.